What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Earth Signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn weekly tarot reading. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's light some candles. Burn some Palo Santo to get started. And then we'll get right into it. Okay? I cleanse this space of all harmful, unwanted, and unneeded energy. And I ask the divine to bring us love, healing, and guidance. Beautiful. Okay. Yes. Pyrotechnics, that's funny. Okay. Let me just get my voice ready for this. Okay, my dears. Hello, hello. Let's get into it. Let's see what is going on. Let's start with Taurus, okay? Let's start off with Taurus and see what's going on there. I heard casualties. That's something we used to hear a lot a long time ago. So you might be having old issues resurface right now, or things that you thought were dead coming back to light for you. Yeah, let's use Cosmic Tarot. Okay, let's see what's going on for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements for Taurus, please, Spirit. For Taurus. There's an energy of, it's not exhaustion. It's so weird. It's like someone who might think that they're tired, but really it's emotions that you might be struggling to really see or connect to. It feels like that. It's so funny. I feel like this has to do with somebody else, though, or with a project. Let's see what's going on here. So we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, so you're going to end up realizing the things that you might have been blind to previously. Okay, let's go. So we have the Two of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. This has to do with communication. There's a really strong connection at play. This connection doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a friendship or a family member, or it could just be your connection with yourself. So please keep that in mind when you watch tarot. Hello, my dear. With the Knight of Cups, there's something very fearful. I feel like this is somebody stepping into actually expressing themselves and what they really feel about somebody. That's really what this feels like. Even if you're admitting it to yourself, like, oh gosh, like I acted this way because blah, 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 blah. It wasn't really because of them. Someone's realizing the truth behind their pain. Yeah, they're realizing the truth behind their pain. I feel another person coming in now. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. So we have the Five of Wands. The Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. These two people are, it feels like they're in distance. Even if you're not physically in distance, there does feel like there's an indifference between them. And that's it's an eerie feeling. It's almost like I want to be close to you, but I don't know how to get close to you. Because if I were to go get close to you, that means that I have to be vulnerable. It's a new level of vulnerability, though. It's not like, "Ugh, I know how to be vulnerable with this person." It's a new level of vulnerability. This is an old challenge that's coming back to the surface in this dynamic. That's what this feels like. Five of Wands is like power struggles, arguments. It's also determination. And the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. There's a lot of love here. There's a lot of love, but it almost feels like, what am I doing wrong? Why is this not working? Why isn't this going in this direction? I think both people are realizing the baggage that they brought to this relationship and how it's transpired between the two of them. And that's what's being released, because you're at the 10, right? You got the 10 of Wands, but then you also have the 10 of Cups. So let's continue. Let's see what else. Actually, wait. Let's just clarify. Sorry, I got a little carried away there, thinking I was like on Patreon or something. Let's keep going. Let's use Revelations Tarot. We have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. It's Virgo energy. It's very introspective. That's that distance that you might feel from this person. It might just be emotional distance, but yeah, with the Two of Swords, I feel both people are trying to find a way to reconnect, right? To continue this love in a new way, right? The Two of Swords is about opening the heart space, but it's also about making a conscious decision, a choice. Yeah, because then you have the Ten of Cups again. You have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, so that's the hesitance card for me. And then the Four of Swords. There's just so much love here. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of wanting to heal, but nobody's really ready to take a step into the direction that it's going to be in the next month or so, to be honest with you. This is going to be like just a weird stage y'all are in, but that's okay, because relationships are going to go through stages. Relationships are not easy, right? They require work. They require looking at self. They require transcending the ego. They require a lot of growing and healing together. That is the point of our relationships. And so you're in a stage of growing and healing right now. You might not be doing it in the same ways, but it's going to help this relationship come back together in a more stable form. Yeah, Two of Swords clarified by the Three of Swords, and then the Three of Cups, which is the reconciliation. I'll take one more. Then we have the Three of Wands, 333. Okay, so this is an energy of creation and manifestation. It's also like the Holy Trinity, right? I really like this energy, because this tells me that there is a recognition that before we can reconcile and come together, there is hurt and pain that I am now seeing. And they know that it's time to wait for this opportunity, for this new beginning to come in. Let's look at the Two of Cups. I feel like this individual is very like intuitive. You might be very like spiritual, or you might just be able to read people really well, whereas this person feels very logical, very practical, very, okay, what step should I take next? Why is this really happening? Almost like breaking it down like a math equation. So let's look at the Two of Cups. Yeah, High Priestess, very intuitive. Then 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the 6 of Cups. Okay, so this person is starting to realize the significance of the soul connection, but they're also coming to see how old cycles, old lessons have created a very faulty foundation with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse between these two people. I like this. Okay, so let's look at the Knight of Cups with the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. There's a stubbornness. Okay, so this is where the ego comes in. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. It's seeing that, okay, in the past, I might have been hesitant to apologize or to own my part. And this is happening because I really want to be close to you, but I don't want to be the first one to initiate such vulnerable growth, right? And that's where the hurt and the pain is. Like, what if I get rejected? What if they don't receive it the right way, right? What if I take this chance and they are still angry, right? There's something like that going on here. So let's look at this Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Hermit. I like this energy. I like this energy too. This energy feels like almost like anxious attachment. Like, I really want to talk to you. I really want to heal it, but I don't want to be the first to do it. But I really want it to happen right now. That's what this feels like. It feels like there's the fear that the longer that this goes on, the worse it's going to be, when it's not necessarily the case. The more space we give, the more time we have to breathe. The universe creates space when we need space, right? And so it's like, hey, this is like the timeout in the middle of a soccer game. You get to take a breather. You get to rest before this moves forward, before you continue. And that's okay. I feel like this person is a little more receptive to that with the Hermit energy. Two very intuitive people, but I think this this intuition is more logical based, whereas this intuition is more emotional action based. Like they're very they feel it, they go after it. This person, thank you so much. This person is very, let me think about this. And they know intuitively what it is, but they question their own intuition because there's a lack of trust in their ego, a healthy ego. As I lose my voice. That's what happens when you do readings all day. Okay. I hope you're doing well too. Let's look at the 5 of Wands. So we have the Tower in reverse. The Tower in reverse is Aries, Mars, Scorpio energy. I really like this energy because it tells me that this transformation has been going on for a while. And with the 5 of Wands there, this is an energy of being very determined to overcome this challenge, to overcome the struggle. This person, when I read this energy, it's almost like I'm very mindful of how I speak. So you might think that this person is always trying to say things that please you, but really it's that they're being mindful of the words they put out because they're saying what they really mean. They don't want to say what they habitually think they should say. And so, whereas this energy feels very impulsive, and they might be like, oh, I wish I said it this way. I wish I said it that way. Like very energetic, but it's based in fear. This person is very slow, but they do it with good intention. They're very committed to this. It's not that they don't want it. They're very committed. It's just they want things, if they invest in it, they want it to be done the right way, which makes sense because we have Venus in Capricorn, and that's going to create this energy of wanting to build legacy. And we have Mercury in Capricorn, which is about articulating things in a way that is very grounded, but also very authoritative, but like the father authority, very caring, nurturing. I want to leave a legacy, but I also want to work with integrity. I want you to see that I have the best intentions. It's a really nice energy we have right now. But for some people, it might be uncomfortable if they're not accustomed to slowing down. Let's look at this 10 of Cups. Okay, so we're going to see the issues that they're aware of in the relationship. And just because there's issues, they still love the relationship in the form that it's in. Let's look at this 10 of Cups. I like this. This is nice. Yeah, 4 of Wands. Solid foundation. Queen of Swords in reverse. But this does feel very masculine. Whereas this feminine energy with the High Priestess, there we go, the feminine. I feel like it's almost like they might feel as if they might feel as if this person doesn't always say what they really think, right? Or what they're really feeling, or they get frustrated very quickly and they can't control that this person reacts that way. They're aware that they can only control themselves. They can't control how this person reacts. And they think that they're starting to see that this person's still going through some lessons in regards to emotionally maturing and their communication style. Let's look at the 10 of Wands. King of Swords in reverse. Ooh, okay. And the reason they realize it is because they've gone through this lesson. They've already been through this. They see themselves, an old self in them. That's why it's happening. Yeah, Justice in reverse. They've let go of this contract with themselves. That that idea that they have to instantaneously respond. They're learning to be a little bit more, not reluctant, but hesitant with how they say things because they know that they want it to be received the way they truly intend. So they're going through the lesson of, I need to take space so I can have some compassion, understand they're going through something that I can't guide them through, but they're going to have to learn on their own, which is really nice because we have the King of Swords in reverse on the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands in reverse tells me that they've already closed out the cycle. Death in reverse tells me they've gone through the transformation of it. And with the 8 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups, they realize that now they're seeing that there's still work to do around this lesson when it shows up externally to them, but not when it's happening from them internally, right? So they're not the one acting it, but now they're on the receiving end of it. And that's why everything is cyclic. Okay. And so they're like, oh, this was really confusing me. Why was I getting so frustrated? Now they're starting to realize it. And they're like, oh, I don't want to do this again, right? I don't want to fall back into this habit of receiving this energy, but then also mirroring it back. I like this. This is a very healing process. These people are going through a very, Empress, bottom of the deck. And then the 10 of Wands. And then the Magician. I love this. Then you have the Moon and Temperance. And they're all upright. This is beautiful. Lastly, we have the Lovers in reverse. This tells me that you're getting rid of the imbalances in the relationship. And that's really, really, I don't want to say really, really nice because I always say that. So that's why I am being hesitant. And I'm a Capricorn rising and Mercury's in Capricorn. So we have the Empress and the 10 of Wands. This is the feminine energy realizing that it's okay to not be scared. It's okay to be receptive. Feminine energy is receptive. Then we have the masculine energy. Magician is very divine masculine to me as a reader. It's mercurial. It's a Gemini Virgo energy. I like that a lot because that is they're aware of how to be in their power, but they don't want to not see the need for healing. And that's why the moon's coming up. They realize that they need to be receptive. The moon, feminine energy, Cancer energy to the healing, the divine assist from Temperance. Okay. Cute. I like it. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that. My Taurus. We're getting some really intense relationship reads lately. Relationships are really going to be highlighted at this time because the collective is going through such a shift. And I don't mean for that to sound cliche because we're always shifting, we're always evolving. But we have the next 4 new moons in the first degree of the sign that they take place in. And because of this, now through March, we're going to be going through an evolution of self. We also have Chiron hanging out in Aries, which is the sign of self. And so Chiron's the wounded healer, right? It's bringing to the surface the wounds within us that need to be addressed before this new self emerges. So allow yourself to really bask in that energy. Be very self-aware. And before becoming reactive with Mars retrograde. Mars retrograding in Gemini. No, is it Mercury? Mars. Okay, sorry. Words, planets, a lot of things. Be mindful of how reactive you are because any frustrations you feel right now are actually old frustrations that still have to be dealt with and released from the body. So allow them to come up, but allow them to come up and learn to express them in new ways because that's how you're going to transmute that energy. Okay. So let's get into Virgo. Virgo. Virgo's like, let's get to it. Tell me what I need to know. It's a very completely different than Taurus. Like Taurus is like, okay, let's talk about it in a really slow, logical way. Virgo's like, fuck that. Tell me what I need to know. Things are crazy. I'm impatient. I'm struggling to be present. And I want some clarity somewhere. Give me clarity. It feels like that, it reminds me of a teacher that would have glasses on, a messy bun, a pencil shoved in their hair, and I don't know what to do anymore, but I need someone to tell me because usually I have my shit together really well and I don't right now. That's really what it feels like. And then all of a sudden it goes down. Okay, so that's your external self. That's the external self. This going down, okay, because the real reason someone's feeling that way is because there's a fear, there's an anxiety. So now I'm feeling the emotion of it. So if you are randomly getting really emotional, it's because that's your authentic self. That's really what you're feeling. But the logical self so habitually reacts in this really anxiety-ridden way. Because there's this tired, but it's that kind of tired, I just want to cry. That's what it feels like. I just want to cry. I don't know what to do. And I just want to cry. Okay, well, let yourself cry. Let yourself cry. Okay, so we have the 4 swords, recovery, Libra energy, right? This very healing energy. I like this. This is nice. I'm not a huge fan that it's in reverse because this is so typical Virgo. I'm a Virgo Venus, so I'm not throwing any shade or anything like that. It's just that it's like I am healing. I'm taking care of myself. I'm going to the gym. I'm eating right. I'm taking salt baths. They're doing all of these things, but they're not really healing. They're going through the motions of healing. But when you're doing it, are you present? Are you fully unraveling and surrendering to that process? Because by doing so is when you're going to feel that, oh, I am doing what I'm meant to be doing. I am healing, right? I am here. I'm not just walking outside because everybody tells me to walk outside. It will make me feel better. I'm actually allowing myself to receive that energy of, oh shit, this feels so great. Like, feel the wind on my face. Look at these beautiful trees. Like, oh, I love this time of year. Like, really just being present. So it's someone who knows how to do the healing, but is struggling to really enjoy it, to bask in it. Okay. I don't like feeling unstable either. But when we feel unstable, it's typically because old foundations are falling away and the new is trying to come in. So it's a good thing. And when you surrender to it, the process becomes easier. Okay, Virgo, please. So we have the moon in reverse. Cancer energy. You're so aware. You're very aware. It's almost like, but how do I do it, right? I actually just had a conversation with somebody really close to me about this. And it was the idea that I know what to do, but I'm struggling to execute, right? And I don't know why I can't execute, you know? So if you're feeling that way right now, ask yourself, what's your why? When you find your why, you're going to find your purpose, your drive to do it. Yeah, the Chariot and the Tower. This is very divinely guided. This is a very transformative energy. The Chariot also is Hades to me. I know some people are like, oh my God, Hades, bad. No, it's not bad. It's actually death, rebirth, right? It's about judgment. This is about having and I know some people are like, that's not the Chariot. The Chariot is about moving forward on your soul's path. But in order to move forward on your soul's path, you need to be able to honestly judge yourself, right? Look at your own ego, see the ways in which you need to transform the Tower, right? What needs to come crumbling down, right? Anything in excess must go because it's poison to the soul, it's poison to the journey, it's poison to the path. So when you sit in this Chariot energy, and I say Chariot because I say Hades because he's represented by horses and chariots, death, rebirth, things like that, judgment of souls on which direction they are going to go in the afterlife. And so as you go through your own death process, metaphorically here in the physical, you need to, I'm not saying you need to, right? Scratch that. But I would recommend asking yourself, what parts of me do I enjoy? What parts of me do I want to hold on to? What parts of me have not been serving me, right? Pass that judgment on yourself. Don't allow others to do it for you, but being honest with yourself in that way will allow your awareness to expand, and as well as your consciousness, because now you're achieving a higher state of compassion for yourself and willingness to surrender to something new. Okay, let's continue for Virgo. I don't know if I'm going to take these yet. I haven't looked at them. But okay, so we have the Three of Cups. I'm going to take these two. I'm putting these back because this is just way too many. I'll leave you. And I'll flip you. Oh, wow. We got a big one for Virgo. So we have the Hierophant in reverse. Then we have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Cups. I'll take the top one. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. I like this. This is really nice. So here we have the transformation, right? So Virgo goes through this transformation, looking at oneself, feeling in alignment. And now that you feel in alignment, there is the realization of, oh, this must go. This old contract must go. And when we say contracts, be mindful if you immediately think about a relationship. You make contracts with yourself, right? The contract of, I don't feel deserving of love, right? I'm not deserving of success. I'm always going to fail, so why try? Those are contracts, things that you sign to agree. Your limiting beliefs. A belief is something that you wholeheartedly believe in, right? It is that contract. You have agreed to believe that. You're throwing those things away because you realize that they perpetuated this wounded warrior, this exhaustion, this tired energy, right? They've perpetuated the worry, the lack mentality, and you're starting to see that that is what needs to be healed with the Three of Swords. Okay, I like it. Nice. Then we have the abundance. We have the reconciliation. If it's a relationship, we have the celebration with the Three of Cups, and we have you finally in alignment at the Two of Cups. This is all the healing process, which is really nice. And then the Seven of Pentacles is the energy of that. This is going to be a process that is going to take diligence and practice. Not like the Eight of Pentacles, but like you're going to have to plant some seeds, maybe take note of the things you see about yourself, and go back to them from time to time, like you're watering a plant from time to time. That's the Seven of Pentacles. You're planting seeds and allowing them to grow when they're meant to. You're allowing yourself to unfold on the time that you're meant to. This is very similar to the daily card pull we had on Patreon today. It was talking about, even if you know the version of yourself you most aspire to be, you're not going to be there right now today, but you can embody the version of that self that you think it is now, right? Because as you grow, you're going to realize, oh, wait, this is actually more me. This is more in alignment with that. You're going to pick and choose. Okay, let's do Rider Waite. This is a very short, sweet, to the point deck for me. So let's see what's going on for Virgo, because I've already done quite a lengthy reading. I'm going to clarify them in groups. So let's look at the transformation. What does Virgo most need to know about these cards here? It's specifically focusing on the moon for some reason. I feel like this is what Knight of Cups. There's a lack of emotional honesty. This doesn't necessarily mean just with other people. You might also be struggling to really pursue the things your heart really craves. Yeah, because you're trying to get away from attachment to things. So this to me is habitual behavior. The Devil in reverse can be releasing the devil energy, but when I have another reversal next to it, this tells me that this is a habitual behavior. It's not necessarily something that's toxic, but you not pursuing the things that really light you up might be something that's habitual. Maybe you pursue the things that are most practical, or the things that are going to make you feel the most safe or financially stable or comfortable with yourself, right? It's that realization. Okay, cool. Let's go on to the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Death in reverse. I love it. So this is that Hades energy, right? The rebirth, like passing judgment on yourself, seeing the things that need to be healed so you can resurrect. Really, really nice. Very nice. Okay, let's get one more for Virgo. I want to take that Knight of Swords. Where are you? Okay, not meant to have you. Lovers in reverse. Some of you are going to be sifting through friendships. This doesn't feel like romantic bonds. This feels like, I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be attached to you. Or you might even be realizing that the commitments you've made to other people are out of balance. And so this is what you're learning to transform with lovers in reverse. This is also choices and decisions. You're choosing to go through this transformation. You're choosing to make the call, to pass the judgment on yourself, to no longer commit to whatever it is you signed up for. Okay, and heal it. Let's look at the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. I feel very like this feels like other people coming in all of a sudden. Four of Pentacles. Ooh, interesting. Ace of Wands and the Three of, here's that other people coming in. You're going to get to a place where you feel so in your power and so confident in yourself that you're like, I need to protect myself. I don't trust this person to come in. I don't think that you have the best intention. But really what that is now another level of your ego's getting triggered. When you start to attract new relationships after a really big transformation, at times you could be like, oh no, that's not meant for me. It's not that it's not meant for you. It's that it's different. And just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad. It's different because now you are shifting into an energy that is different. So you're going to start to attract different things. This is really good. So just be mindful of this because these relationships, this new soul tribe is actually very in alignment with you. Okay, so allow yourself to bask in that and address the part of you that feels the need to protect yourself and the version of you that is becoming. There's a healthy balance in all things. So learn the balance of protecting your energy and allowing yourself to be receptive to the external. Let's look at the Seven of Pentacles. Meow. Just had to do that, didn't you? So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I'll take the Queen of Pentacles because I saw it. I'll take the Six of Swords because I saw it. And I'll take these two. Cool. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse. This is you releasing self-sabotaging behavior. You might, from time to time, look back at old habits or places or relationships and really want to go back to it because it's comfortable and it feels safe. But you're realizing that now you are safe where you are. You're safe where you are right now. You can continue to move forward. This moving forward is not going to be damaging. It's not going to be harmful to you. It's actually going to help you heal. And it's actually going to help you feel more in alignment with yourself. Because right now is where that teeter-totter is with that Two of Cups. It's you feeling out of whack, out of alignment with yourself. And this is why you're going through this healing process. Okay, so just be patient and compassionate with yourself. Because you're coming into a place of a newfound independence. A very stable, reliable, energy for who you are now, not who you were yesterday or the day before. Okay. Cool. Nice. Very good. That's what I have for you. Capricorn. Wow, really interesting reads today. I like it. I like it a lot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out Patreon if you want a free 10-minute reading. Woohoo! And 20% off. I make myself laugh, man. Hey, I have to do it. I have to do it. I choose to do it, actually. Because I love my work. Capricorn. Capricorn. Feeling... Okay. I kind of want to use this for Capricorn, actually. This feels really nice. I don't want this for Capricorn. I want a masculine deck for Capricorn. I either want this or I want Grand Lux Tarot. Nope, not you. You're old. You're old energy. Okay, Capricorn's going into new. Makes sense. You have Pluto hanging out in Capricorn. Okay. Sorry, guys. Give me 2 seconds. That's not it. Nope. Okay, we're good. Yeah. I was like, is it Tarot of Dreams? I feel like when decks feel weird to me on the touch for a certain sign or a certain energy, that to me tells me that they're in a very they're at like the end stage of a transformation. Like they are still in the old, but they have like 2 more steps on the ladder to get into the new. Okay. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Okay, they said not yet. Wow, Capricorn's very like decisive, like very, this is what I want to do. This is why I'm going to do it. I like that. Let's see what's going on for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. What can we most expect for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? I heard time will tell. King of Cups in reverse. There's a distance. Immediately there's a distance. We're going to have 2 people. Some of you, this is a business partnership. Others of you take the relationship as it resonates. Death in reverse, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, this is the past. And okay, this is second chance. We have the past. This is very like I said, short, sweet, to the point. Then we have the 10 of Swords, 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Someone's like, F this shit. I don't want to deal with it. Toodaloo. That's really what it feels like. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles in reverse. They dropped it. They're done. Done. This is all rooted in like an emotional shutdown, though. So this is so weird. I've been talking about this stuff. Like, this is just weird. It's not weird, but if you're one of the patrons in here, you know this is not weird. This is a very regular thing. But synchronicity, that's all I'll say on it. When you get shut down emotionally, just be mindful of why you might isolate yourself. Isolating yourself is mostly because people are scared to connect and really express how they're feeling to another person, which would be a distorted King of Cups in reverse, right? Learning to be vulnerable and express that, yes, I do care for you, but at times I do not like you and I do not like the energy between us, and it makes me want to distance myself, right? Ask yourself, are you distancing yourself to look at your side of the street, to understand the actual situation, or are you doing it to punish another person? Are you being a hurt person, hurting people? Because this, I'm so confident, all on my own, right, kind of energy really does feel like I'm going to isolate myself because I can only control myself. And by controlling myself, I feel safe and I don't have control over the situation. I find it challenging. And if it's challenging and I don't really understand it, I'm going to get rid of it. That's what it feels like. Versus putting in the really difficult work at times it might take to relate to people in a different way than maybe you're accustomed to. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the King of Cups. But when you start taking these steps, you're going to have more and more confidence, and this energy is going to go away because you're going to realize, wait, no, like I can always relate to you. It's just a matter in which of how I approach that relation in itself. Okay, let's look at the King of Cups in reverse. 3 of Pentacles, yeah, because the irony in it is that they do want to collaborate with this person. They do want to build with them. They do want to fix the foundation. They do want to learn how to do things in a healthier way, right? Because the 3 of Pentacles is typically, in traditional tarot, Rider Waite is the mentor teaching the 2 students, right? You see how he's up on a step? That's showing the energy of superiority. I do not think that this person feels superior, but they might have it's rooted in the ego, why they isolate themselves. And so they might literally say to themselves, I am better than having to deal with this, right? They have that initial knee-jerk reaction, but it's not a true thought. It's their excuse to escape. Because what they really want to do is they want to both be the student. They both want to learn. They want to fix the foundation. They don't want an energy of being separate from one another. Okay? And it's that awareness. So let's look at death and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Swords. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to deal with this hurt, this pain, so I'm just going to end this shit. That's literally what it is. Hurt and pain, endings. Don't want to do the hard work or the diligence, the Eight of Pentacles, right? And so I don't think that this person naturally works this way. This feels like someone who just feels outside of their wheelhouse or outside of their comfort zone. And they honestly could, this is like the perfect way to say it. If you're an individual and someone says, hey, let's go do this, and your knee-jerk reaction is no, but really it's more, let me think about it. Let me chew on it for a few minutes or a night, because I don't do well with things popping up on me out of the blue. Just let me think about it. You're really going to discover how you feel, because truthfully, a lot of people say no right away to things when they're sprung on them, because it's out of the blue and it's unexpected, and it creates this energy of the unknown and fear. When you come to that awareness and you learn to really look at it and say, actually, wait, just let me think about it. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes. Just let me chew on it so I can make a decision. And that's it. That's what this person right now is making the knee-jerk reaction. Nope, don't want to do it. But really, after the fact, they're going to sit and think about it, be like, actually, I could do this. I could talk to them. I could feel this, right? So then we have the Moon in reverse. Yeah, they know this is all rooted in their own hurt, their own fear. And they have the abandonment, right? They're like, I'm going to run. I'm going to ghost. I'm going to go back to the old ways of being because it's easy. Okay. Let's look at the Star. They're eventually going to come out of the cold. The Five of Pentacles in reverse to me is someone who comes out of the cold, or it's someone who has a habit of like detaching, right? The anxious avoidant, right? This is giving me anxiety, so I'm going to avoid the situation and run. The runner mentality, but then they always come back and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so inconsistent at times. Let's look at the Star. Let me just see the other person here. Yeah, Empress and the King of Swords in reverse. So here's the two people. I do think that this is also the energy that this person has. Their feminine energy is very loving, very nurturing, very reliable, very committed. The Empress is this Venusian energy. It's Taurus, it's Libra, it's grounded, it's luxurious. And with the King of Swords there, though, they might not execute things in ways that are as clear as they feel them and sense them intuitively, right? Because the Empress is very, very intuitive. It's very emotionally intuitive, very energetically intuitive to their surroundings. It's earth energy. Whereas the King of Swords is very cutting, very businesslike, very sharp, very direct. And when it's in reverse, it is the misunderstanding. It's the disconnect of that individual's two energies. So this, on the flip side, because could also be them seeing these aspects in another person, and in turn, this couple or these friends, family members are mirroring this lesson to one another. Okay. So if you're like, well, you're doing the exact thing that you're mad at me for, it's happening for a reason. So you can see it, right? Let's look at the, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Yeah. There's a lot of love here. You're going through a really, really difficult lesson. There's probably going to be a rift between you or arguments, but learning to shift into this conscious awareness of, I got to just tame my damn ego and say how I feel, without being attacking, right? So it's acknowledging that your words hold a lot of power, and it's taking into consideration the way in which you use your words, and how not to say like, think about how your words are going to affect other people, but do that, right? There's a balance in it all. What's the best way where I can communicate my truth, but also not be doing more harm than good? Ace of Wands, right? There's going to be a second chance for this Four of Wands energy. But both people need to find the confidence in themselves. This feels like a lot of people pleasing, like a lot of like, and then the resentment builds up. Yeah, Seven of Cups. There's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of, this daydream about, what would life be like if I were alone? I don't think they really want that though. Let's get one more on the truth of the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Eight of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Eight of Swords, the Fool in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. This is all the runner mentality. They don't really want to move on. they're struggling to open their heart space and learn to be vulnerable, to learn to receive and give this version of themselves they probably are not even aware of yet because they're too stuck in their logical mind and their fear. Okay. And when they see that there's a part of them that just doesn't feel safe or doesn't feel secure, that's when this new beginning is going to come in, because the new beginning's been trying to come in. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. You have the divine assist, and then you have the true pair, the Queen of Swords. The feminine energy is very clear here. It's Empress, it's Queen of Swords. So they're probably really loving, but they could also probably just chop your head off with their words easily. But they're going to spit you some truth real quick. Let's look at the Two of Pentacles finally for Capricorn. King of Cups, Three of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. That's really interesting. So we started with the King of Cups in reverse, and we have it upright over here. I think this individual is realizing that they have the opportunity for they're having a second chance at reconciliation, because the Three of Cups in reverse to me is like a lost reconciliation, but the Ace of Pentacles is second chances. They're realizing that if I step into this version of myself, this emotionally connected version of who I am today, this intuitive, emotionally intuitive, not just logically intuitive side of me, right? Integrating all of the bodies, they can have this reconciliation again, even if you've messed it up once or twice. This Queen of Wands, the feminine energy, they're all upright. I really like that. They're very confident. They're very loving. They're very honest. They're very secure. They have really good boundaries. They're working through their own emotions in regards to the situation, because the Five of Cups tells me they're going through a stage of mourning. But again, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords here. This is being supported by the divine, and the feminine energy is very willing to communicate the steps that need to be taken in regards to this relationship or dynamic, whatever it is. And they feel confident in themselves to do it. They're very intuitive. They know that this is ending, not the relationship, but this really difficult time. They know it's coming to an end. I like this. I like this a lot. Capricorn, really interesting read. Really interesting read. But I hope you guys enjoyed this live today. I'll be live tomorrow for the air signs at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So check it out. Like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, please check out my website. And please, if you want to become a certified Reiki practitioner, check out my site. I do have a few spots available for my Reiki 1, 2, and 3 certification program that starts in January. I also am doing that with the quantum healing course certification as well. Okay. So I'm a master Reiki practitioner and quantum healer. So I'll be teaching that. We'll go over the Akashic records, meditation, the business ethics, how to do the energy work with a variety of clients over distance and in person. So if that's something you're interested in, check out my site. It's a 3-month-long program. We meet 9 times. So the first 3 Saturdays of each month. And you'll walk away with your certifications and attunements. And let me know if you'd like to be part of that. Okay. If you have questions, message me on my site, and I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time.